Hello, my Fly Mickey friends, and welcome to this week's edition of Tips, Tricks and Travel News Update from the world of Disney. And on this week's episode, Disneyland Paris fans blow hot and cold over changes to the breakfast meal plan. Disney Cruise Line suspends more sailings on board the Magic. And it's mask up unless you're munching down on food at the Walt Disney World Resort. Now, before we take a look at this week's news, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and click the bell icon to stay in the know about all things Disney. First up, and we interrupt this program to present you with the new Starbucks Wandavision Frappuccino. While there isn't a lot to report from Disneyland in California right now, we did hear this week that to celebrate TV's most popular show, Wandavision, a special photo op popped up at the resort, and now a Starbucks Frappuccino has been added in its honor. The Wandavision Frappuccino, a green tea cream-based frappuccino created with a sweet strawberry puree, which resembles the hue of Wanda's powers, will set you back just $6.95 and is described as tasting like melted matcha ice cream with a very creamy and thick texture, but the hints of strawberry help to add some sweetness to the drink without overpowering the baseline flavors. This aesthetically pleasing and refreshing creamy drink is perfect for any green tea lover, but melts fast, so enjoy it quick. Please note, we are not paid to endorse this product, but we do have a question, and that's, is there not a better name to call this drink? Surely something like Wandachino would be such a more catchy brand. Let us know your name ideas in the comments below. So some news updates from one of the few Disney resorts currently open, and Walt Disney World has updated its face covering policy, saying visitors at dining locations across the resort must now wear their face masks while standing, waiting or sitting, even inside the dining area. As we know, the theme park has been updating its protocols several times during the pandemic, but the face mask policy for dining locations was largely left alone, well until now. The updated policy now specifies that visitors at dining locations must wear their face mask while standing, waiting or sitting. In fact, the new wording states face coverings for each guest aged 2 and up must be worn at all times in public areas and can only be removed while actively eating or drinking. This is compulsory, it says, at all the resort parks and at Disney Springs as well, and goes on to say that the mask wearing rules will also apply to anyone who's been vaccinated for COVID-19, and at this time there are no additional exceptions. Now, eager Epcot fans will already know about the forthcoming new show named Harmonious. The new nighttime spectacular currently being installed on the World Showcase Lagoon is essentially a fireworks show on steroids and is a permanent replacement for Illuminations. Harmonious will be the largest ever Walt Disney World nighttime spectacular and will celebrate how the music of Disney inspires people the world over, with an innovative toolkit of massive floating set pieces, custom-built LED panels, choreographed moving fountains, colourful lights, lasers, pyrotechnics, and oh, so much more. But this week, a portion of the central platform for the upcoming show arrived on site to some varied criticism. On Disney Parks blog, Imagineer Zach Ridley shared the news that the 6-story tall circular piece was added to the central platform overnight, saying this centerpiece will support a highly dense water curtain, moving lights, and fountains in a circular form that perfectly symbolize our story of global connection through the reach of Disney music. But some fans have appeared disgruntled on social media at what some have called a monstrosity of a floating platform, while on the other hand, some have said it's early days and no doubt Disney has plans on how they're going to disguise the feature during the daytime. At this time, no official date has been released regarding the debut of this new nighttime show. However, Ridley did state that they are still in the early stages of development and there are many more finishing details yet to come. And lastly from WDW, it's not a particularly new series, having actually launched back in December of 2020, but since we introduced the Disneyland Paris Zen Moments playlist on our previous news roundup video, a number of dedicated Disney fans have directed our attention to the Disney Parks Sunrise collection that's streaming right now on Disney+. The Disney Parks Sunrise series currently consists of 3 episodes. One from Magic Kingdom, one from Epcot, and one from Disney's Animal Kingdom. And each episode lasts 60 minutes. Throughout the hour, viewers can watch the sunrise over iconic park locations like Cinderella's Castle, Spaceship Earth, and the Tree of Life, just to mention a few. These videos also feature environmental sounds such as chirping birds, as well as some atmospheric music, but the park music loops are sadly not included. Disney Parks Sunrise is yet another opportunity for guests to experience Walt Disney World from afar, and if you're one of those kind of people who likes to wake up to a little bit of relaxing magic in the morning, then this is a perfect series for you to set your reminders for. So Hong Kong Disneyland has reopened its doors for a 3rd time after several reopenings and temporary closures during the COVID-19 pandemic. The park reopened just over a week ago and has continued to celebrate its 15th anniversary, showing off its transformed Castle of Magical Dreams. In a statement, the park's managing director said he was very proud of the cast members for their dedicated efforts in preparation for the reopening, especially during this very trying time for all, and that the recovery will be an important part of revitalising the tourist industry of Hong Kong, serving as a beacon of hope, courage and possibility, much like what the Castle of Magical Dreams represents. The 15th anniversary celebrations at Hong Kong Disneyland, dubbed 15 Years of Magical Dreams, invites guests to embrace the unique stories of 13 Disney princesses and queens within the architecture of the castle towers and spires, and offers guests the Building a Dream, the Magic Behind a Disney Castle exhibition, which looks at the making of the new masterpiece. Something pretty cool during this celebration is the partnership with Coca-Cola to release a pair of commemorative bottles as part of the Let's Celebrate series, but there are only 3,000 units available worldwide, making each set unique and highly collectible. Right now, it appears the 15th anniversary celebrations will continue on for longer than originally planned, bringing some much-needed hope, courage and possibility to the people of Hong Kong. Now, more disappointing news for Disney Cruise Line fans, as this week they announced a further extension of their cruise suspension, cancelling all Disney Magic sailings in Europe through to August the 10th of this year. This, they say, is due to the likelihood that international borders will remain closed for an extended period of time. Disney Cruise Line remains focused on the health and well-being of its guests and its team members alike, making it a top priority for the company. So therefore, they are offering affected guests who have paid their reservations in full the choice of a 125% future cruising credit that can be used on all future sailings on or before September the 30th, 2022, or receive a full refund. Guests will find that this credit has already been automatically added to their account, and that once they have decided on an alternative sailing date, they simply need to contact their travel agent and we'll do the rest of the rebooking for you. For guests that have not paid their reservation in full, don't worry, automatically you will receive a full refund of whatever you have paid so far. For information on the future cruise credit T's and C's, you can head over to flymickey.co.uk at the end of this video and click latest news. And finally this week, there was a little confusion among some eager Disneyland Paris fans over the new breakfast offerings at some of the resort's on-site hotels. Some travellers on social media spotted the increase in prices for the popular Petit Déjeuner Continental meal plan at Disney's Hotel Cheyenne and Disney's Hotel Santa Fe, which now comes in at €21 per adult and €14 for a child. But it was the wording on a menu on a website that got a few brekkie lovers a little kerfuffled. As you can see in this image from one Disney travel company, it appears to suggest that guests can no longer get a hot meal at breakfast for the aforementioned mention hotels. But in true investigative journalistic style, Fly Mickey Travel popped a message onto Facebook to the DLP team, and they quickly replied, putting our minds at rest. And yes, in fact, the prices have gone up slightly, but that's because it's now table service due to the pandemic. But you can still get all your favourite hot and cold breakfast items as you could before. They did point out, however, that as part of the new enhanced health and safety measures for both guests and cast members around the parks, while you can still purchase the standard and the plus meal plan options, the dining experience has had to be adapted and adjusted, and therefore premium meal plans for the time being are unavailable, meaning character dining is currently suspended. That's it for this week's Tips, Tricks and Travel News Update. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Fly Mickey Travel, so you'll never miss out on the magic moments from the world of Disney. And all that's left to say is have a harmonious, magical day.